she rescinds her resignation, she is free to take her seat before this board accepts her resignation. Let the record reflect that my understanding is the two council members have rescinded their resignation submitted the other night prior to acceptance by the board of those resignations, and that they are still council members and are assuming their seats.
I do rescind my resignation. It was not, I did not receive anything to say that it was accepted. I do rescind my resignation. But integrity has to be a part of this council. Integrity and the law of the land.
Yes, sir, and I agree with that. I do too rescind my resignation, but I do also want to state if something is done that I feel is not to my conscience, I have to be honest to my conscience. I'm not being disrespectful to you, but I must first be honest to my own conscience and do what I think is the right thing. Isn't that what you folks want as a representative form of government? Correct. So we're clear.
Okay.
Freenock, 403 Wood.
And just so everybody is aware, we are going to close public comment period and get moving with this meeting in 10 minutes. Okay?
Have you reviewed the contract of Nancy Freenock?
Not.
Okay.
I have not.
Because in the contract it specifically states that non-renewal is equivalent to discharge.
To be honest with you, all I have reviewed is the code that says that the borough manager has to be hired for an indefinite term, which means that she is being able to be terminated at will.
And that states so specifically in the contract she can be terminated at any time. So I guess what I was saying was she really couldn't come back because when you did not renew that contract, she was discharged. Per the contract
is
that you guys signed.
Any contract of employment has conditions, and I'm just assuming this, has conditions where an employee can be terminated for cause. It sets their salary, which I've already explained is to be
This contract does not set her salary. I mean, you haven't reviewed it, so I know you don't know that.
That's what. But all I can tell you is that, you know, if somebody wants to get me that contract for the next meeting, I'll be happy to review it.
Public record.
But the only thing is like I said, there's two separate processes. One is this contract. The second one is her removal as a borough manager. And I want to point out, there are two different criteria. At a regular meeting, all that is required is a quorum of the board to be present